There are two situations where you might notice some color appearing on your polishing pad, and in both cases, there's no cause for concern. However, we will go over a scenario that warrants attention coming up. Firstly, if you are working on single-stage paint, especially common with older vehicles that didn't have a clear coat, you'll likely see a significant color transfer onto your pad. This can also occur with some aftermarket repairs if a single-stage paint was used instead of base coat and clear coat. While there are exceptions, strong pigment transfer usually indicates a single-stage paint. Dealing with this is quite simple. Treat it just like any other car you've worked on, but be aware that you can visibly see the residue transfer. On modern clear coat cars, residue transfer still occurs, but it's clear, making it invisible to the eye. So managing residue on single stage paint is actually easier because you can see when your pad is loaded up. The second scenario is called a tinted clear, which is more common in modern cars. This happens when a clear coat is mixed with a small amount of pigment, often to achieve a special effect like a jeweling tint coat. As you polish, the clear coat with pigment ends up on your pad, resulting in a little color transfer. Now, if your pads end up colored, there's no need to panic. Just ensure you're regularly swapping and cleaning out your pads. Use a brush or compressed air to get that paint out and keep the pad's performance up. The only concerning scenario is if you start polishing on a panel and initially there's no color transfer, but it appears later on. This suggests you've gone through the clear coat and are into the base coat. This type of color transfer is paint damage. You do not want this. It's important to know your paint types and communicate with the owner about the vehicle's history. Ask if they've had a respray or if they know it's original paint on an older vintage car. If you're a professional detailer, asking these simple questions can help you understand the paint type.